Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. We'll show you how to create a listing on eBay. While you've heard that you can list in various formats such as auction style, fixed price, classifieds, eBay Motors, and eBay stores, most of the mechanics of creating a listing are very similar. So our first listing will be an auction style listing where prospective buyers can place bids and compete to purchase the item. You'll want to have your photos handy like I do right here. And if you've taken the time like we have to write your title and description ahead of time, a file like this Word document that allows you to copy and paste directly into eBay. So we've got our title and description and our category, our weight, our returns policy, and our checkout information all ready to go. I'm going to switch over to eBay now, and then right up here you'll click on the sell option and then sell an item. You'll be presented with the start selling button right here. You click on that. And then I'm going to run over to my Word document and I'm going to copy my title. Now the way you find the category to sell in on eBay is you can type in some keywords. So I'll go back to eBay and I'll punch in the keywords that I'm going to be using for my title. eBay will then present you with a list of possible categories for listing this item. And the category is pretty important because buyers browse categories. You'll want to make sure that you're putting the item in the right category. This mint state Morgan silver dollar that I'll be selling on eBay will fit into this particular category because it's an 1888 and that fits into this year range. And then I'll click on that box and click continue. Now, eBay tries to find the information you've entered in its cataloging system, and things like electronics, phones, media, and things of that nature, eBay has pre-filled item information. There's no pre-filled item information for this particular item that I'm listing, so I'm going to go ahead and continue listing without a product catalog, eBay's catalog system. In the next screen, this is where you fill in most of the data that you'll be needing to put in to create your listing. And I'm going to start with putting in the title, which I already had copied earlier. There's an optional subtitle, but I don't think it's necessary. People looking for this item will just type in 1888 Morgan silver dollar. The MS62 stands for mint state, and the grade code, that's a graded coin. And then there's specific things that you'll see for each category on eBay called item specifics. Item specifics vary according to the category that you're listing in. And things like the strike type. This is proof-like, but not a proof. This is uncirculated. And any information about grading or the condition of this coin can be put in the item specifics. And for each category, you'll see different item specific fields. In the next section, I want to add photographs. Now, I already have the photographs on my computer, so I'm going to go ahead and click there. And the first thing you'll notice is that eBay wants to install an ActiveX control or some small software program that allows you to put the photographs on your eBay listing and manage those photos better. So I'm going to go ahead and accept the request to install that software, and you'll see this cool tool will pop up. This is a little bit of software that eBay's installed. Then I'm going to add my pictures. I'm going to go into my Documents folder, and I'm going to go ahead and find the folder that has my photographs, and I'm going to scroll down to the Morgan silver dollar folder, and you'll see here that I've got my pictures all set up. I'm going to want to select the first photo as my gallery photo. That's the very first photo that people will see when they're searching on eBay. You want to pick the best photo that will pop out. So I'm going to select the first picture and I'm going to add it in, which is free. There's no cost for your first photograph. And then each additional photograph you add will have an additional fee. Depending on the category, you'll pay an additional fee. In this category, it's 15 cents. And I'm going to continue adding the pictures to the listing. So I'm going to add the second photo, and then once that's loaded, I'm going to add my final photo. Now, eBay offers this tool within the listing here to edit the pictures. So if you wanted to crop the photo or you wanted to fix the brightness or do some advanced editing, eBay offers these tools here, and you should play with those on your own time when you have a chance to do that. There's some additional options here. If you want to add these additional features, there's more cost involved, but read through the different options eBay gives you, and if you think it's valuable for your particular listing, you can add them, and then you're going to want to upload your photos by clicking on the upload option. Now, once the photos are uploaded, you'll see them here in the eBay listing, and then we'll scroll to the next section. There's a couple ways to put in the description of your item. If you're an HTML guru and you want to use an external editing tool or a template, you can select the HTML feature on the eBay listing, and you can copy and paste that in from your HTML editor. I'm just going to put in basic text so that the buyer who's looking at this will just be reading the basic information. So I'll copy it from my Word document, and then I'll go ahead and put it in here. Now, you have the ability to edit this text right on eBay. You can also format it if you wanted to, select the text and make the font bigger and things like that. You can do that. There's some simple editing tools right there. and you can spell check it and so forth. At this point, you can add the theme. I don't need a theme for this listing. It's a coin, and most buyers are pretty hardcore, and they're just going to want to purchase it. The presentation isn't so important to somebody who's buying a coin. You can put a visitor counter that lets you see how many people have visited your listing. Then, since we're going to be using an online auction, we mentioned that there's fixed price listings, which are buy it now listings, and also online auction style listings. So we'll select the tab that says online auction, and we'll go ahead and put in the starting price. Now, I think this coin is worth the minimum $50. So if I'm going to start my price out a little bit lower, I might get some serious action and interest in my item. So I'll put this up at a starting bid of $24.99. If I want to offer a buy it now price, that means someone can buy it and take it away without having to bid on it. I probably want to put the price right around the retail value of the item. So in this case, I think the coin is probably worth at least $50, but I'm going to put in maybe $75 would be my buy it now price. You can change that later if you want to revise the listing at any time. You certainly can do that. You can start your listing immediately, or you can schedule the listing to start at a later time. There's an additional 10-cent fee for that. I'm going to go ahead and schedule this listing to start later on today around 9 p.m. I think that's when people are at home and they're more likely to be looking at eBay, so I'll go ahead and schedule my listing. If you want to make a charitable donation, you can certainly do that. You can add a charitable donation percentage to have funds go to your favorite charity. And then in the next section, we talk about how to get paid. So if you want to receive payment through PayPal, which I recommend, in every listing really you should offer PayPal as your method of payment, you would then want to put in your PayPal email address, and we've set up a PayPal account already for this listing. And we'll go ahead and put in our PayPal email address so that when the listing ends, the buyer can immediately use PayPal to pay us. Here in the shipping section, we have the ability to select different types of shipping, whether it be flat rate or calculated based on the weight of the item, or for large items, freight shipping, or local pickup only. You can select different shipping methods. You can offer different services that are available through eBay, and you would enter in the weight of the item. And since this is a very lightweight item, I'm going to put 1 pound or less, and I'm going to put in 2 ounces because that's how much it actually weighs. And then I'm going to scroll down and see some of the different shipping options. You can offer different methods of shipping, which you can select here. And since this is very lightweight, I'm going to offer first class mail as the shipping option. In addition to offering domestic shipping, you have the ability to change the shipping methods to offer international shipping as well, if you'd like to do that. You can indicate how long it takes you to process your order. If you want to put in a handling time of 3 days, that means from the date they buy it, how many days it will take you to put the item in the mail. And if you'd like to add a handling charge, you can go ahead and put in a shipping and handling charge. Handling might cover the cost of the packaging. In this case, I think it costs maybe 50 cents for a Jiffy mailer. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little 50-cent handling charge. If you want to exclude where you'll ship to, like there's specific countries you don't want to send the merchandise to. I ship worldwide, but some people don't. You can also use an exclusion list. And you want to put in the location where the item is located there as well. There's also returns policies, and you can customize your listing as well here. I do accept returns, and I allow people to return items within 7 days, and I give a money-back guarantee. If you wanted to change this policy, you'd have the ability to do that here on eBay as well. You could even say that returns are not accepted. If your item is all sales final, you could do that too. Then we're going to go ahead and click Continue. And in the next page, we have the option to put in enhancements. We can enhance our gallery picture. We still can put in a subtitle if we want to, bold our listing. But at this point, eBay is going to give you a quick summary of what you're listing and what the fees will be to put this item on eBay. The fees are broken down for you. The insertion fee is 50 cents. The fee for offering the buy it now is $0.25. The additional 2 photos are 30 cents. That's 15 cents each. Gallery is free, and scheduling the listing is 10 cents. So it's $1.10 to list this item on eBay. That's the insertion fee. And then I click List Your Item. You'll now see that the listing is scheduled and it's ready to go on eBay. You'll be able to click on the link right here and see the listing. If you're signed in, you'll see that the listing will start here at September 22nd and it'll start at 9 p.m. And at this point, we just did a pretty quick walkthrough. And since you've been preparing for this moment by going through all of the prior training, you'll know the whys and hows of the various fields and what to put in them, such as titles and descriptions. If you scheduled the listing like I did, it will go live at the time you set. If not, it will be live right away, and it'll be indexed in eBay search very soon for buyers to discover and then place bids.